this is your host, Julianepini. I am a clinical and forensic social worker who owns a counseling practice and a consulting business. In this show, we discuss the challenges of being successful in business while maintaining your integrity and staying true to yourself. Join me while I interview other professionals and share insights from life and experience. Let's talk about RingRx, our latest sponsor. RingRx is a high-quality, HIPAA-compliant telephone, text, and fax communications platform. They provide seamless, cost-effective communications for behavioral therapists, medical practices, hospitals, and other healthcare providers. RingRx is designed for modern healthcare environments. They offer customizable features like a phone app, automated patient outreach, voicemail, after-hours call routing, and top-quality desk phones. Try RingRx for free today at ringrx.com. And if you sign up using the code CLIMB, you'll get 15% off your monthly bill forever. Conditions apply. Hello and welcome to the Season 1 wrap-up of the Compassionate Climb podcast. I am in total disbelief that it has been a year, but here we are, 52 episodes in, and it seemed like an appropriate time to look back on the past year and also to share some insight as to what's to come. So for those of you that are watching, you can see that my background is different. We are in a period of transition. My family and I recently moved into a new home. For those of you that have been through that process, when you know, you know. I hope that it's not anything I will ever have to go through again. I do see potential for this to be our forever home, so fingers crossed there. But the office that will eventually be my recording studio is under construction. And so I have had to get creative and be flexible and figure it out. So not only where things are at professionally, but also personally, it seemed like a great opportunity to look back at all this last year was. So this podcast came out of my own experience in business. So having started a practice, expanded to group practice, done some consulting, forensic social work, obviously podcasting, I was feeling lonely. I had become clearer than ever on my value system and what my mission and purpose was. And I was developing an idea of what success meant. It had really been shaken up, this whole notion of what success means. How do you know that you've gotten there? What does it look like? What does it feel like? And I was struggling to find my people, those that shared similar values, those that were on a similar trajectory, and people that just got it. And my thought was that if I had created this platform and I brought on people that resonated with kind of my mission and my purpose and the whole idea behind the show, that I'd be able to have conversations with them, feel inspired, and create a community and expand our reach and get the word out more, that you don't have to go through this journey alone. And that even if you hit a roadblock, it doesn't mean that you can't keep going forward. And there are many different ways to get around it. And that hopefully hearing from other people's experience, in addition to some experts, in addition to some consulting calls, that we'd get ideas and continue to innovate and get creative. And do so feeling like we are among friends and people that understand and are rooting for us and are motivating us. So I can say, looking back, we've definitely exceeded any expectation that I've had. I have been able to interview members of my team. I have also been able to showcase professionals that I use personally in my own professional life that blow my mind with the incredible work that they do, and couldn't wait to share them with you all. I've also been able to interview other group practice owners who really stand out in the way that they're doing things and the businesses that they've created and the environment that they're providing to their teams and the top-notch clinical work that is being done. I've also been able to bring on some of my consulting clients and some professionals that have had some questions about different aspects of their business, whether that be marketing or promoting something that they're offering, whether that be hiring, all of the things that can come up for us that when we're in it, there's like that panic moment. And then you kind of have that sigh of relief when it's like, okay, there are other people that have paved the way. We don't always have to reinvent the wheel. And there are multiple ways to do things. I just have to figure out the best way for me. I would also say that part of this show, and it was an unintended goal, but now that I look back, I'm really grateful that it's also provided people the opportunity to listen to the real deal. What is private practice like? What is group ownership like? Being that practice owner, having that level of responsibility and liability. And we can sometimes have this idea and feel that it's right for us. But unless we talk to other people that have done it and gone before us and kind of gotten that variety and really experienced some of those things ourselves, done our research and gone through all the steps, it's hard to really know for sure if it's right for us. And so my hope is to provide information and give people what it is that they need to make the best decisions for themselves. So what you can expect from season 2 is a lot of the same. I feel like we have stayed in alignment with our purpose. I feel like we have delivered what we intended. And so I definitely plan to showcase more people from my own circle. My reach has just grown, and I've gotten much better at identifying the people that are in alignment. And so it's a much quicker process to expand my circle. And I plan to share more people with you all that I have crossed paths with, whether that be from retreats or summits or groups that I've joined, masterminds, whatever it may be. And so I just wanted to share with all of you where I'm at and where we will be going. And I'm open to feedback. So if there are any of you out there that have suggestions for topics that you would like to hear, questions that you'd like answered, if anyone has interest in being on the show, I am open to all of it. So julianepini at compassionateclimb.com is the best way to reach out to me. And I can't thank you enough for listening and being a part of this journey. Stay tuned over the next couple of weeks for the launch of season 2. I look forward to sharing more of all of this with you and continuing to evolve and expand and improve. And thank you to all of you for the great work that you're doing out there.
If you like what you're hearing, please rate and review. This will help others find us and benefit as well. The Compassionate Climb podcast represents the opinions of Julianepini and her guests. The information provided is intended for educational purposes only and should not be taken as legal advice. If that is what you are seeking, please consult an attorney.